Hey there, I just got in this cool little remote control truck that I'm going to show you. This is a four-wheel drive vehicle from DEERC, it's DEERC, and this is their model 9200E, which is super fast, four-wheel drive, suspension. It's got some really cool features. We're going to take a closer look and see what we get inside the box. Okay, I pulled everything out of the box. Wow, you get a lot of stuff. There's a bag here that actually had a lot of these pieces in it. And you also get this battery here. This is an 1800 milliamp battery. You're actually getting two of these. There's ones inside the truck already that we'll take a look at later. You do get two battery charger cables to it. So this goes into, you got this little charging part there, plugs in. Now this does not come with any battery bank or any adapter to go into the wall. You need to provide that yourself, or a computer or something. So your power supply part you need to supply yourself, but once it plugs in and charges, there's little indicator lights and so forth on there, but very specific for each battery. You do get two of them as well. You're getting a little screwdriver, a little Phillips head screwdriver, and this is pretty cool. A little lug nut nut remover teeth thing here, which is kind of cool because there's all kinds of bits and pieces you can take apart on this truck. And you're getting a lot of bits and pieces. Here's some screws and bolts and nuts and pins. A lot of different things that come in this little bag. You're getting a brush, a little brush to, I suppose, to clean out your car. This is made to go in the dirt. Go for it, in the dirt, in the snow, in the mud, whatever you want to do, the sand. That is what this is designed for. And of course you get your remote control here. Now it does not come with batteries. You need 3 AA batteries, so you have to get those to put that into there. You got a wheel control and a throttle control here. Let's see what else is going on here. This might be a little antenna, speed switch, steering trim, which is kind of cool. What that does is if for some reason your truck is going a little more to the left or a little to the right when it's supposed to go straight, you can adjust that. And also speed, this can adjust your speed. On-off switch and a little LED indicator. So you get all those bits and pieces. Let's take a closer look at the truck. Now a little secret here with the truck is the cover of it with nice red and black comes off and it reveals another color. So you actually get 2 different color bodies. Let's see if we can see that there. So you're going to get the black and red and white, or you can get the black and blue and white covers. So you want to make sure you take that off. And then this is the other piece here. Now this body is held on by these little pins, so you can just take the pins off. Now this body comes off. And then you can replace it with the black one if you want. Real simple, easy to do. But this is also how you get to all the bits here. The battery compartment, your servos, there's a little switch. This is your motor. There's a little warning on here because this is a heat sink. These motors can get pretty hot. And you connect the battery to the motor here with some switches and so forth on there. This is, wow, look at that, really cool. Now this particular type of truck is designed to make changes to. You can switch out these shocks if you want, or replace it. Each of these little bits and pieces and tie rod arms have screws on them. So if something breaks, you can buy replacement bits and make final adjustments, little adjustments and replacement parts and all of that. But super cool vehicle, and that is what you get in the package. I'm going to show you how to charge and replace the batteries for the DEERC 9200E off-road truck, as well as replace the body to it. So first thing you want to do is charge your battery. That does come with a battery charging cable like this, and this is your battery. So to plug that in, you want to just line up the there's these 2 little bits, these clips that go in, snap in like that. And give you an example, these don't come with a power brick or anything like that to use it. I'm going to use a power bank, an actual battery bank, to charge this up to show you. Let's see. Put that in there. So as you can see here, the light is red and it flashes that it is charging. When it's done charging, the red light will go out. I believe it turns blue or green when it's done charging. So that's how you charge the batteries up for this. Now to change the batteries on the remote control, or how to put batteries in it, you want to just slide this piece off like that. See that there? And you need 3 AA batteries, which do not come included with the car, so you do need to supply your own AA batteries to make sure that they all go in the right direction. And then we're going to slide this back in and clip it in like that. So now you've got batteries in there, and there's a little on-off switch there. Now for the truck itself, you have to get to the battery. To do that, you got to take off the body piece to it. Now also there's a little special note down here that there is a protective clear film they want you to remove before you operate that. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can. What you do is you take these pins out, these little cotter pins, take those off the 4 posts, and now you can take the body off. Just like that. And inside you'll see here, this is where the other battery is. There's a little cotter pin that holds a clip, a little battery clip in there to make sure it doesn't fall off. And then you can pull your battery pack out. And then of course you want to charge that up and then replace it. You just do the same thing backwards. You put that in there. This just goes in. You want to make sure your cables are not stuck underneath there. And you put the pin back in, and you're ready to go. Now the 2 little ends of it, that one's just for charging, so you don't need that. You can kind of tuck that in, and this piece here goes to this motor bit. Now they're gonna only goes in one way. There's I don't know if you can see that with the camera, but there's one going one direction and one going the other direction. You need to make sure you match that up. See, it won't go in that way, so it's got to go in this way. There, and then there's a little power switch here which turns your car on and off. Now I don't know if this battery is charged. I just got this unit and I need to charge that up, but we'll do that a little bit. So there's an on-off switch here for the car. Now you can get to that when this is on here. If you reach up underneath, you can get to the on-off switch, so you don't have to take this off all the time to turn it on and off. You can just reach your hand in and flip the switch, but you do need to take it off to take the battery out like that. Now to put the new body on, you just do pretty much the reverse. Here's the new body. You want to line up the posts like that and like that, and put the pins back in. And you're set. So there you go. Once you can put the pins back in, you're all set and ready to go. I just turned it on, and now you can see that this is a solid yellow light instead of flashing. That means it is paired to go. Oop, you see? I hit the switch, and forward and backwards. It's time to take this outside and play with it and have some fun. Hey there, I want to just give you a closer look up and some details of the DEERC 9200E 4-wheel drive truck. What's really nice about this kit is it's not just a basic toy kit. It's actually very close to a pro racing. I used to race RC cars, and it was very similar. I built my own, but you can get pretty much started with this because everything is modular. Everything has connectors and stuff that you can take apart and so forth. They do give you some extra nuts and bolts and screws and a nice little tool. You can even take the tires off with this little bit. But in the manual, just to show you a couple things, there is some really nice close-up photos of all the bits and pieces. Now this is kind of the basic outline and some of the main bits. But if we go back a little further into the manual, there is a complete diagram. There's a couple of them. Here's one here on some of the assembly view of the basic parts. Now, you don't have to put this together yourself. It does come assembled just like this. I just got this in. But if for some reason you have a piece that's broken or bent or something that needs to be adjusted, this gives you a full diagram of every single bit and piece and part, and they give you part numbers that you can order. So if you're breaking a little rod or a little bit here or one of these pieces or screws or nuts or anything, you can actually get replacement parts for it. And there's a whole parts list. You can even see that of all the different pieces. You can match them up. From screws, nuts, and bolts to some bigger pieces to even tires. You can get different replacement tires or different kind of tires, different brackets, as well as even the motor. You can actually replace the motor if you need to. So if anything happens to this and a piece breaks on it, you can get it replaced. They're actually stamped the numbers as well, so you can not only go by the stamp, but also by the manual has the schematics on it. Again, really cool. This is a bit more advanced than a basic toy. It's not quite as advanced as a professional racing truck, but it's got all the bits and pieces for it. So if you're looking for something that you can kind of build and tinker with or replace parts, this one may be the right one for you.